Hey guys, how are you going and welcome back to my channel. Once again, it's Monday, the sun is shining and the skies are blue. Today's video guys, I thought I would do something similarly along the lines of videos that I have been making recently because I've actually really enjoyed making them. These are the videos about the Britishness and the Australianness and me living in both countries and kind of comparing words and phrases and slang and all those kind of things. So today I thought I would do what normal words and phrases mean to most of the world and what they actually mean to Australia. So I'm just going to jump straight into this video. I hope you enjoy this. If you do, please be sure to give me a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know if these things relate to you or if they don't relate to you. And yes, into the video. So the first one, I love this, whoop whoop. Now, whoop whoop for most people means excited, you know, woo woo, woo 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 woo. Not in Australia. If you're in Australia and you hear the term whoop whoop, it generally means this. You are absolutely in the middle of nowhere. In a desert, there is no signal on your phone, and you have a risk of death. This one, the word bone. Now, for a normal person, a bone is, you know, one of these things in your body. Not in Australia, because in Australia it means to have sex. You know, you're gonna bone someone, mate. You're gonna bone it. Bone, 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 bone. This is one of my favourite words, and I use it all the time. Thongs. Thongs are sexy underwear in most countries, including the UK and America. In Australia, they're these cool things you wear on your feet, also known as flip-flops. Australia Day. Now this, in some terms, means the 26th of January. What it really means for Australians, in a way, is beers and the hottest 100 on the beach, kangaroo. Now this is an animal for most people, but if you're Australian, it generally means it's an animal that will jump out in front of your car and you have a risk of hitting it at some point during your life. A backpacker. Now, in a normal country, or anywhere really, a backpacker is someone that, you know, puts a backpack on their shoulders and they go and travel on a budget. But not in Australia. In Australia, it means thousands of British people turn up in December and they ruin our beaches for 3 months. They fill them up with their loudness, their rudeness, their abusing of alcohol, and then they go again. Surfer's paradise. Now this sounds like one of the most loveliest places in the world, you know? This place where surfers come, there's just paradise of beaches and stuff. It is the most trashiest place you can go. It's full of tourists, the beaches aren't very nice, don't go. Especially in November. November, it's full of schoolies, and these are children that are like 17 and 18 years old, and they're an interesting type of people. That's all I'm gonna say, they're very interesting. Bali. Now, Bali for most people in the world is this really tropical Indonesian island. Not for Australians though, it's a place where they go on parties and they get $2 beers. Beetroot. This is a vegetable that comes from the ground. You can have it like raw, rooted, like earthy, or covered in vinegar. In Australian, it's a classic ingredient for a burger. No beetroot, no burger. A Barbie is normally a plastic doll with this hair, like for children. It's a children's toy. In Australia, Barbie, you know, you have a Barbie on the weekend and you put your meats and your fish, not shrimp. You do not put shrimps on the Barbie, that is not a thing. We put prawns on the Barbie, shrimp are not a real thing. Summer. Summer is a season for most people, but in Australia, ridiculously high temperatures, ridiculous thunderstorms, humidity, and staying inside in the air conditioning. Budgie smugglers. For most people, this is someone who illegally likes to try and import, I suppose, birds, because budgies and you're smuggling them, haha. But in Australia, well, only in certain parts, this is a type of swimwear. The beach. The place with water and sand for most people. But in Australia, it's the place where we love to spend our Saturdays. Take the esky down to the beach, have some beers, play some, you know, volleyball, get in the water, swim in the waves, and yeah, it's just a great kind of day. Well guys, they were words that for me that I've learned here and some of my friends have told me, and I also did a little bit of internet research, and they are words that in the normal world mean something, and then in Australia they mean something very different. Do you relate to any of those? Do you agree with me on words? Their meanings that I haven't put in there? Are you unsure? Do you have other ones that I hadn't mentioned? Please let me know down below in the comments. I will be sure to reply to you, yeah? Well, yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and press subscribe, making sure you press that bell so that when I upload on Monday, you get new videos. I will see you next Monday for another video. Bye, guys!